Hello, everyone. This is Ross from Retro Dream Beam. I'm an eBay seller full time. I've been doing this with my fiance Netta for a couple years now. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. So yeah, it's New Year's Eve. So this will be after today. All these sales are in. That's everything you get. We get to see like what we did for the year. So that's kind of exciting to check out later. But yeah, all right. I'm just gonna go into what we were shipping out. So the first thing is an Army Transport Platoon miniature bag right here. These bags are actually pretty expensive if you get them new. And the important part, see, there's a lot of like pockets for like books. I got this from the War Machine collection. This sold for $44.99 plus shipping, which is still like pretty good for the person. Like I said, these things are expensive. Plus, the main thing that this person also liked is there's a ton of like foam in here. That's also the expensive part. So this top part is already pre-plucked. These are the little cube ones where you can pluck it out and then like pick a size for your miniatures. These are pretty good sizes. And then underneath this is one that's like mostly not plucked. So like those things can also, like we sell them separately. Like when I get them with bags, I'll put it together. That was probably like a draw for this person. That's really nice. So yeah, this protects a lot of miniatures. Someone gets to carry like a whole army. Like I said, they get to carry their book in this thing. You can put like dice, cards, deck boxes, anything in there. That's honestly all the stuff that was in here in that War Machine army. So yeah, good deal for them. It's a good stuff to keep an eye out for. Or at least I always grab them. All right, next up is going to be Woodland Scenics little decals. Oh boy. I'll get to that. Let's see if I can get to it quickly. Yes, okay. Sorry, I had a huge pile here, right here. These are just a bunch of different numbers. These are model, graphics, yeah, just numbers. USA Gothic White. There you go. So you can add these on and like, I think like scratch them onto different miniatures or terrain or stuff like that. You can use this for miniatures. You can use this for like RPG games. You can use this for like train villages and stuff like that. This sold for $8.24. I get like a medium amount of that stuff once in a while. I know people like it. It's like a nice little accessory. All right, next up is going to be a manga Full House number 1 right here. I don't know anything about this one, but we get like manga and anime stuff occasionally. It's been pretty popular. This sold for $14.24. Pretty popular this year and the past few years before. All right, next up is a massive combo order. So yeah, this one's pretty cool. It's 64 plus 78. So that's what, like 142 or something? I don't know if I did my quick math right. Sorry if I did it wrong. I'm just going to move along because we have to pack this soon. We woke up pretty late. So yeah, we're rushing. All right, this is a Tomb Raider Dead Card Game sealed starter deck. So that's pretty cool. I got a bunch of these a long time ago. I think actually Netta convinced me to grab these. I looked them up at the time and they weren't too expensive. I've definitely changed my mind and stuff like that before, like the Dead Card Game stuff. They also bought a Babylon 5 starter deck, so that's pretty cool. They got a game manual for Battle Academy Eastern Front Part 2. So that's just the manual. They got a Betrayal in Atara. It's the strategy guide book, the PC game, and then like the manual user's guide. I have to move this stuff. All right, they also got Starfleet's commands right here. PC game with big box. We do pretty well with the PC games and big boxes. There's the discs and everything that's supposed to be inside that. So that one's pretty cool one. Birthright right here. Strategy guide. Never played this particular game, but they picked up a lot of like just seemed Dead Card Game stuff, strategy guides, and PC games. Oh, here's an RPG book. The World of Blood Shadows right here. It just kind of looks like a vampire one, gothic or like detective type of one RPG game. So that's pretty cool. That's kind of more of a hipster one. They also got this book called Wood Spirits and Walking Sticks. This is someone right here. You can see the guy right here. He actually just does a bunch of like tree art and stuff like that. So it's like a story about, yeah, it's interesting. I don't know. We get random stuff and then it looked at me like, what is that? We pick up random stuff like that. It's a pretty cool journey about that person's life and his wood cutting. This was actually someone else. I just put all the books in one pile. This is a Shadow Fist poster. I think Shadow Fist is an RPG game. This is like a retail promotional poster, so that thing's going to be pretty cool. It's in good condition. We have 2,300K for Dawn. I don't know anything about this one other than we actually had a bunch of this. This was my second to last one, so I relisted one more. There's like, let's just see sci-fi and stuff, and here's like some maps or something like that. RPG book. Yeah, they picked up a lot of like interesting stuff. And then they grabbed Medieval Total War PC game. I remember this being around when I was a kid. I don't think I ever played it, or if I did, I didn't understand it. Strategy guide book for that. And then this one, Magna Carta 2 strategy guide book right here. Looks like an RPG type of game. So this is me the full strategy guide. So yeah, that was everything. I think I said for like 140-ish or something. I would have to like actually do the math to figure out. So that's really awesome. This is the stuff you kind of hope for. It doesn't happen, or when I originally started eBay, I thought it would happen more often. I think if eBay made it easier to like combine stuff like this, because we're gonna have to refund excess shipping, I think if they had like a better way to do it, I think way more combo orders for everyone would happen. That's at least our experience of it. It's just kind of annoying to like either make a new listing or just figure it out, or like you have to put in like a bunch of little shipping, like I forget what they call like business shippings. Yeah, basically you have to put a bunch of rules. And when we sell stuff like a big size, small card box, and book, the rules kind of don't matter anymore, because like you can make rules for like a bunch of strategy guide books if they're the same like size and weight and stuff like that. But yeah, trying to make rules for like millions of different stuff when you're an everything seller just doesn't make sense. So I wish there was like an easier way for people to put stuff in a cart and just like, hey, I want to send an offer on these 10 things. That would be amazing. I feel like I'm hoping eBay does that sometime soon. I know they're experimenting with it with auctions, but we do buy it now. All right.
Well, the way to do that would probably be to have separate weights for the item versus just the box.
Yeah.
And then put those two. And then if someone does combined orders, take off like the box.
Yeah. I have no idea how they would do it. You do like Annetta does like almost most of the shipping. I'll help her grab the box and stuff like that. So she's like more in tune with like dealing with the back end of shipping, which is great. She loves the shipping. I know a lot of people don't like shipping. I honestly, it's weird. I don't like the shipping part as well. I've come around it. Like it's okay. We make a joke that when I'm in a situation where I have to like pack, so like Annetta's been sick before and I have to actually take over for the packing. Like I do know how to do it. We call me the Rat Pack Company, because I will just like, let's say if we don't have like a box for this big thing, I will just construct as best as I can something that goes around it to protect it and stuff like that. And I always just say, yeah, I'm like the Rat King, just like scrapping together something. Just this. Yeah, I don't use garbage bags. Yeah, no. I do try to like wrap everything out around stuff, make sure everything's undusty or can't get water on it. I try to think about these things. I mean, and it does too, obviously. All right, next up is going to be a lot of military vehicles, Jeeps. There's like a tent. I got like a lot of these. I actually paid up at the auction. I think I paid like $32 for just kind of like a tray of stuff. When I was starting to list it, I was like, oh, I don't know if I'll get our money back. So I wrote that when I divided all the listings. This one was like $6. I guess 32 doesn't go into 6. I don't know what I spent. It was like around probably 36 then at that time. This sold for $17.99, so 6 into 18 is not too crazy, but overall, I think there's only that either was the last of that lot that I sold, the little lots that I made. So it ended up doing well. So $17.99 for that. All right, next up is going to be a Gloomhaven Envelope X reward. This was the Frosthaven Kickstarter version when they shipped this out. This is kind of like an unlockable secret. So in the off chance that someone like is playing Gloomhaven or Frosthaven and they don't want this spoiled, I won't spoil it. I probably shouldn't have got this at auction. There was someone else that was like flipping Gloomhaven, Frosthaven stuff there. I made a note that I spent $6 on this and only sold for 11. Like my hope was probably like 15 in at the time. It is a cool, like unlockable type of thing. I know what it is. I've played all of Gloomhaven and like 90% of Frosthaven. I just haven't gotten around to it because when I play on the table, my one cat will actually jump up and just try to like mess with everything. It's such a joke. Anytime like I'm on the table and she's like thinking I'm playing a game, I'll be like, it's not Frosthaven. You don't have to come up here. And then she doesn't. But like if I open like the lid to Frosthaven, she just gets cranky. I think she realizes I get really focused into the game and then she wants the attention on her self. And she knows if I'm focused on the game, she won't get as much attention, I think. Or she just likes messing with me. All right, next up is going to be a WoW TCG. This is a rare Tinkmaster Overspark. So this one is from Fires of Outland, which is, I think, the second, third, or fourth set. Maybe the glare is kind of too bad. The weird factoid about this particular card is this image is actually used in the Hearthstone mobile game. So maybe someone got it because they didn't realize. They're like, oh, that's cool. They play Hearthstone. And then like it's a Blizzard stuff. They have these images. Hearthstone took a lot of images from their own database and let whoever worked in Hearthstone use these images. But most of the Hearthstone cards actually do have like WoW TCG cards. So yeah, that one's a rare. Listed it as a single, $7. I got that along with all the Dead Card Game stuff from the auction for $11 for a big box of stuff. Got really lucky with it, but like I was aware that stuff's worth money and people still care about it, and no one else did. All right, next up is going to be no inserts or anything in this particular magazine. This is Dungeon. Yeah, usually these things, this is cool, like D&D type of magazine. We got a bunch of these, or Netta did like many years ago. This is issue 90. There used to be like inserts and stuff in here. This one did not. So all of our stuff was without inserts. They still sold like really well. So it was like a good find by Netta. She got like a couple hundred of them. This sold for $10.12, and it's showing that it's a repeat buyer. Next up is a listing that I think also Aneta did a long time ago. We sold one of these on the channel. So there's like this, I forget it again, not lithograph. What is it? Lenticular type of little, just like a little badge or something that you can wear with all EV and nine EV evolutions, the lanyard to go with it, like promotional item. These are from 2021. And then it's like the 9 different little EV evolutions right here. Really cool stickers. It's a really cool thing. There's a bunch of them here. This is actually from the Evolving Skies Pokemon set. Super popular at the time. I think it's still super expensive now. People love to open up and get like the fancy EV evolution cards. So this sold for $14.58. I had another set of these, so I just sat there and relisted it, made sure the pictures were good. All right, let's see. Actually, the person who got the combo order, I just realized right now that Spirits, that wood book about like the person in the forest who did the tree stuff, that was actually not part of the combo order. That sold for $7.50 on its own. I just saw it right here. Accidentally messed it up. And actually the person there was one more item in here I messed up. It was the manual for that Battle 2 PC game, just the manual only. The person did not get. So I'll have to make sure when I ship that I separate those two. All right, I just noticed that right now. Not an actual mistake, but like a verbal mistake to you guys. All right, this one right here is Shards of Infinity. Let's have Tower Commander right here. I'm not too sure what this particular game is. I thought Infinity was a miniature game, but maybe Shards of Infinity is different. It looks like a deck builder. It looks like there's like water up here, like a health, and then like more health or resource cost. I can just, yeah, it says exhaust game, but all right, it's probably some kind of like deck builder promo thing. This sold for $9, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, I wrote down those promos, so when I probably listed this a bit ago, I looked it up at the time. A lot of people love deck builder games. They love to add the promos. So it's a lot of fun to like complete your game and then add extra stuff. All right, so that's everything. That's for the year. That's everything that's sold. Obviously, we can still have stuff that sells. It's 4 o'clock right now, so 4 to I think until 2 in the morning is when like our eBay will like put all the information into their yearly graph or whatever. So other than that, we'll talk about the stuff that's sold. Well, we can't ship tomorrow, so we'll do a no video tomorrow, but in 2 days on the new year. All right, have a good new year. Thanks everyone for watching. Have a good day.